Guys, I just sat here for like 40 minutes trying to get this thing to work. So I'm a little edgy right now. But I got it. Here I am. And welcome back. And I'm so glad you guys like my videos so much, so you just keep coming back. Or maybe it's because you have to. Let's just pretend you like me. Anyway, today, multiplying decimals. We're going to start off with a quick refresher on how to multiply in general. So we're going to say we have 5 times 13. Yeah, that looks a little weird that I put a number in parentheses next to the 5, but this means to multiply. And you're going to have to get used to it because before we touch up on a little bit of algebra stuff, I'm getting rid of the x's. No more x's for multiplication. You might see them every now and then, but I will try my best not to use them. I think they're ridiculous, and I don't want to do it. You guys are used to seeing 5 times 13. But x is used for a variable in algebra, so it gets really confusing. So we're not going to do that anymore. Anytime you see a number next to another number in parentheses, that means just to multiply. So this means 5 times 13. Okay? 5 times 13, if we were to do this arithmetically, we would just put 13 because it has more digits on top and then the 5 on the bottom. And the way we do this, I'll use my little X right there. That one's okay. Is we take each place from the bottom number and multiply by each place in the top number. For example, this 5 will be multiplied by the 3 to give us 15. And we carry a 1 over to the next place. And then we multiply the 5 by that place. 5 times 1 is 5, plus anything extra we carried over is 6. So then therefore, 13 times 5 is 65. Quick refresher on multiplying. Today we're going to be multiplying decimals, however. So this one will be 4 times, let's take the decimal 83 hundredths. Okay? Now in order to multiply these, again, we're going to take the number with the most digits. Not the biggest number, just the one with the most digits. So this one has more digits in it. So we're actually going to take that one and we're going to put it on top. I don't like using the 0 in front of it. That's just kind of my preference. And then I'll put the 4 on the bottom. Notice how with this, we did not have to line up the decimals. When multiplying, you end up multiplying the number by everything up there anyway, so the decimals do not have to be aligned for multiplying. It's actually kind of nice. So what we'll do is then we'll take the digit on the bottom, or the number on the bottom, multiply by each place up top. So we'll take the 4 times the hundredths place. So 4 times 3 is 12, and we'll carry 1 over to the tenths place. 4 times 8 is 32, plus 1 is 33. And there's nowhere to carry that other place over, so we'll just bring the 3 down, put it there. Now this is kind of weird because we should know that a real small number like 83 hundredths times 4 should not give us 333. That's kind of ridiculous, right? There's no way that you could take this small number times it by 4 and then get all the way up to 333. Or 332, sorry. But what we have to do now is count how many places are to the right of the decimal in the actual problem. In this case, we've got none on this. This is just a whole number. But we've got 2 places in the decimal in this top number. So what you have to do then is go down to the bottom number here, and from the right count over 1, 2 places, and that's how you know where to place your decimal. And your answer ends up being 3 and 32 hundredths, which is a much more reasonable answer. Right? Taking this and multiplying it by 4 will give you 3 point something, not 300 something. Let's try another one. 3, and this one will be times 14.2. 3 times 14 and 2 tenths. This one, again, this one over here has more digits, so I'm going to throw it on top just to make this a little bit easier on me. I'll just throw a 3 on the bottom. Right? Now I'm going to go through and multiply the 3 times every place up here, just like I would normally with multiplication. 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I get 426, which again, not reasonable because 14 times 3 should not give me 400 something. So I look and see how many places to the right of the decimal I have in the problem. I only have 1 over here. Right? There's none down here. This is a regular whole number. So I only have 1 decimal place. So then I go down to my answer and I just count over 1 spot. And that's where the decimal should go. And let's see if this answer makes sense. 14 is pretty close to 15. And I know 15 times 3 is 45. This answer is pretty close to 45. So this is reasonable. That's my answer. Now, I got a problem I would like you guys to try. So I want you to try this problem out. It's going to be 5 times 2500s. Go ahead and try this one. You're going to pause the video right now and do this problem really quick. It should take you a couple seconds. Now that you've done it, and unpause the video, here I am. I'm going to show you how to do it. Put that on top because it has more digits. I'm going to multiply 3 by the 5 by each of these. 5 times 5 is 25. Here's 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus the 2 is 12. So then I get 125. But that doesn't make no sense because it's like a quarter, right? 0.25 is like a quarter. It's like 25 cents. So a quarter times 5 is not going to be $125. So I recognize there's 2 places to the right of the decimal there, so I'm going to count over 1 and 2 spots. 1.25 makes more sense, and that's the correct answer. Let's try another one. 9 times 2 .63. Pause, do it, and you're back. Here we go. There are 2 places to write a decimal up here, none down here, so that's just 2 places over. 23.67. Right. Let's try one more. We'll get out of here. 4.012. Pause it. Try it. All right, guys. Watch the man work. Throw those up top. Some more digits. Multiply the 4 by everything. 4 times 2 is 8. 4. 4 times 0 is 0. There are 1, 2, 3 places to the right of this decimal up here. So that's 3 places I got to count over in this answer. 1, 2, 3. The answer is 48 thousandths. If you guys still don't understand this when you're doing your practice, please ask me questions. I'd love to help. Good luck.